So here we are. This is August, I think it's August 8th. And I finally got this set of watering system done. And it's been a while. I wanted to document where we are in early mid-August. So we had our house painted and I disassembled stuff and moved stuff around. So I'm putting these plants here for now. And this is the stuff. We got cucumbers, cucumbers, hot peppers, starting to turn red a little bit. Here's a cucumber melon that I planted a while ago.
It's not growing.
And it's a melon type cucumber that I planted more recently, so we'll see if it was not too late to plant. Here's a cucumber, making some cukes. Got some basil, a lot of basil. Here's a more spread out tomato, and then our cherry tomato that never really took off. The artichoke is slowly dying back. We get, it seems like the squashes lately have been a little bit slower. Some of those original potatoes that recovered from the heat stuff, but I should probably harvest soon because I don't know if some of them might have not recovered. And this tomato did okay, but it split a lot, and it didn't do, it doesn't produce that many tomatoes. We had this heat wave, a record-breaking, all-time hot summer for Portland, and here's more of those pears. I just took out that one odd-looking cucumber that made funky things, but it traditionally hasn't been doing that great. I think that one might be a squash. I have two squashes and one more of those lemon cukes over there, and one of those is not lemon but a melon cuke, and then one is that sort of, I think, a Mexican round squash, that summer squash. We've got this kale, and these cukes are just doing okay. I'm thinking I still might have issues with lack of nitrogen or so in these beds. Been using this fish fertilizer off and on, and but this tomato over here has done the best. I think this is an early girl, and we've been pulling some tomatoes off of that. These guys, these cukes, and I think it's a little bit too crowded. So notes for next year, a little less crowded. Some of these tomatoes, we were getting some blossom end rot. Like, these are slowly developing, these lemon cukes. This winter squash has always been a problem for me. So we have one squash there. On this plant, we get one squash there, and in the corner, I'll show you in a second, we get one squash there. But the strawberries were okay, but then as soon as that heat wave happened, then there's no more strawberries. Got some, these, what was this one? Yellow Amana orange is very fleshy and good, but not great. And the plant has been a little bit temperamental. Here's a beefsteak that's also been a little bit temperamental. Don't know if it's these pots. I'm not sold on these pots for tomatoes, and maybe I should be taking out those little lips in the bottom there. And let's see, we got these San Marzanos are one also that had a fair amount of blossom end rot. Might have been from watering issues. See, here's another one that's developing. I'm going to pull that off now just so less energy is wasted on it. Yep, here's another one. Shoot. And I added some lime calcium stuff, but because usually blossom end rot is a calcium deficiency, and so I added the water system out here, and instead of having two sets up there near the house, I have one out here because I get much better sun out here. We just pulled our first red sweet tomato, and it's beautiful. I don't know if I took a picture of it, unfortunately. This is a super hot pepper, and they're finally making like little pepper flower starts. So we'll hopefully be seeing flowers soon, but no fruit yet. That's the Carolina Reaper, super hot. This one was slow to start, but now we're getting a fair amount of eggplants in there. This one is a jalapeno. It's doing normal and fine. This eggplant was doing, I need to get some water on that. Been doing good. This tomato has had some blossom end rot, but I think it was a little bit later than some of the others, but it's doing okay now. In the corner here, we have these clones that I started, the blueberries. I think the birds eat all the blueberries. More tomatoes that are clones, and then 2 squashes. Here's the third and final winter squash. There's the summer zucchini over here. And this cucumber produced a lot of plant and leaves, but not a whole lot of cucumbers. This is a late tomato plant, but it's starting to make some fruit. The cucamelons have been doing great as normal. They're late starts, so I think next year, plant it and leave them in some medium-sized, medium-small pots in the greenhouse for a little longer, and then maybe transplant them might be good. I just added some dirt here. I need to clean out some of that dirt. And but yeah, so that is the basic gist of it as of now.